I have a ball. Hello, I am almost ready. I just wanted to go ahead and note that I was going to get started soon, so. Just getting ready. Okay. I think with that, we might be ready to go. Yeah. Okay. So, in case you weren't around last time, we went and did a lot of stuff with Aki. We got most of Angle X Rig, as you can see. And I also rigged a lot of her hair, but I haven't done that yet for her bangs. And I haven't done it for her shadows, so that's what I'm going to start with today. So for that to happen, let's go to her entire hair deformer, all hair XY, entire right lock XY. I think I want to bind both of these together in another single warp deformer. So we're going to call this right lock X1. And I think for conversion divisions, it's not very wide, so I think 2 is good. We might even go down to 3 on this, but we definitely need 10 on the horizontal. Yeah, that looks good. So, with this done, what we're gonna do is go through the same process as last time, where we thought long and hard about different methods, studied up on a couple of things, and found that temporary path deforming seems to be the way to go for hair movements. So, what we're gonna do is close this, go up to the hair folder, and I pre-made a bunch of parameters last time, x1 through x3. I ended up finding out that movement looked pretty good with just 3 parameters instead of 4, so I'm going to stop there for now. That said, let's go ahead and start setting this up. As you can see, a lot of her hair has swayed as if a breeze has just happened. But because I haven't rigged everything else, this shadow hasn't moved with it, things like that. So something I'm interested in checking is, I want to try this. If I go back, I think the shadows have their own deformers, so do they also have their own? They do. Okay. Yeah, it's probably better to keep the shadows in their own, just so we can like tweak them more freely. Okay. One thing that I'm curious about is you can kind of see this doesn't have a rig on it, does it? Let's mesh that. Oh wait, that's the bad one. Never mind. I think these are the extra ones that I don't actually need. I might actually delete these. Solo. Yeah, these were the preliminary ones. I don't think these actually need to exist. You can go ahead and just delete these for now. Hello, Julie. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. Good to see you. Today... I was being chill. I wasn't expecting the immediate beam in the face. You got me good. Good job. じゃあ、これでちょっと待ってて。Let's see. Can we? Where are her shadows? Yeah, these two. Interestingly, because they're under that, can I? I'm gonna have to rig these separately. Right. I had wanted them to be two different layers, but they're not. It's fine. Okay. So let's go ahead and rig right lock X1. Close this. Go ahead and go to here X1. Let's add 3 keyframes. And then we can see the rest of her hair swaying off to the side. Windswept. Let's see. What was the keyframe that I used for this? Equal sign, right? Okay. So we're gonna make this go to the right as well. So we're gonna start up here with 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a bit too far. And 4. I'm gonna tweak this. Swing it over here. So, how are you today, Jay Willie? I think this looks fine. Okay. And then we can move it back. I'm curious, what happens if I reflect the motion? I'm just curious. I think it looks really weird when I do that, but I'm just curious.
That's cute looking.
Hmm?
Her hair like that looks kind of cute. Like she has red hair.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna manually rig it and then compare the two. Equal sign. Now we're starting from over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It does actually look about the same. I think I might actually be able to reflect that. But I also want to kind of make sure that, like, the way that her hair swings this way, that, like, the bang... Let's bring this in a little bit, perhaps. Okay. I think what I want to do for these in particular, I don't think I really did anything majorly different aside from like the compression at the top compared to reflecting the motion. I'll just compare it one more time. Yeah. Okay. I'll push this in just a little bit up here. Cool. Okay. Let's reset to neutral. Grab both of these. Oh wait, this shouldn't be. I think maybe we might want to put these here. And this would go under. Does this even have an angle X parameter? It does. Okay. I'm curious because I want to see like... I'm curious if I tweak that, what's going to happen? Didn't really change all that much. Cool. But now if I go back to X1. Ooh, her lock is moving. The lock shadow moves now. I like this. I wonder if I want to actually rig both of the locks under the same deformer. Not necessarily. Okay. I've figured that out. Okay, cool. So we can keep going with what I just did. Let's see. Does this one, and then it does that. Okay. Hi, Rialda. How are you? Good to see you. What? I am okay. I feel a little more confident now that I'm actually making progress on stuff like this. Also, Jay Lily, what if I told you grr, grr, I would tell you. I don't know. Thank yous. Rigging her locks now at this point. Let's see, I'm gonna make this lock match the shadow, so let's go ahead. Reset this to 0. Go ahead and add an X1 keyframe to this. The reason I'm doing them separately is because I figure like eventually I might want to go back and like make each one be able to react independently. Like I might want to be able to like poke my, like play with one of my locks at some point. And for that to be a possibility, they would need to be rigged independently. It's like a lot of extra work in the moment that I probably don't actually need to do for a very long time, if ever, but I don't know. Every time I've tried to take shortcuts, it's come back to bite me horribly later, so I figure I'll do it properly this time. For the most part. Lock shadows being the same thing is going to be an issue later, for sure. Maybe I should fix that now while I'm thinking about it. Let's go to art layer and see how much effort that would be. Okay, locks. Lock shadows. Let's hide the actual locks themselves. I think this would actually be pretty easy to split into 2 layers. The problem is that it doesn't need to be 2 layers right now, but I feel like it would be a good idea to do that later, you know? What do you think? Both of you. And you if you're there. Curious if anyone has any thoughts on that.
You want to split them into 2 layers, but you think to do it later, you said?
If there is a future in which I rig Aki's hands for whatever reason, and I like play with my hair, I would need them rigged independently for that. I'm wondering if I'll ever be that good at rigging, or if that would be like something I would have to outsource. Because if so, then like having them in separate layers would be good. So I have 2 options. I can either combine my locks into one warp deformer now, which will make that a lot more painful later. but it'll make it a lot easier to rig for like getting the basic functionality up. Or I can separate the shadows and then rig them independently, which will then make the shadows harder to deal with, but will be a lot better like long term.
Ooh, I think rigging the hands needs new art created, right? Different angles.
It does not.
Oh, it does not.
No. It requires a lot more cutting. It is not something I can do anytime soon. But I'm just thinking like also just like if I do anything with like I want the hair to react differently. Like if I'm just shaking my head and I want them to like move a little differently, they would need to be rigged independently.
I would probably say that you should probably do it the way that won't bite your butt in the future.
Yeah,
Because,
that's
like
one
you said, you've done that quite a few times and it's painful.
Yeah, let's do it this way then. Oh, the lock shadows are asymmetrical. Okay. So this should be pretty easy to get though, since they're mostly monocolor. Fertile editing layer only. Perfect. That makes this real easy. Real easy. Well, almost. This little bit up here. Let's selection pen, add pixel only. I wonder if I can do the selection again though. Let's increase tolerance to 5. Also, per request, the music today is Lo-Fi Yoshi.
Ooh. Whoever requested that has great taste.
Thank you, Riala. But yeah, I think I'll go ahead and make the extra effort to make her. I can hear myself through you.
Sorry. I fixed it.
Okay.
I wanted to hear the Yoshi.
Let's see. I think I can probably just take it with this, honestly. Cut and separate. This is now her R-Lock shadow. Okay. Let's deselect. Are there any particles left? Yes, yes, there are. So, to make sure that this doesn't come back to bite me, I'm going to pick up a giant eraser and just whoop. Giant eraser. There we go. That should have erased all traces. Cool. All good. We might come back here later to get more reference heads if they're needed, but I think that should be good. Close this. Save this. No, not that fast. Day and night. This lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. Am I right, J. Willie? I think I'm first but surely finish last. There we go. That's what I was missing. Yay! Yay! What'd you say, Yuya?
I just opened my inventory in Navi and I have so much stuff.
Welcome to what it feels like to be me. Tee. Let's export this PSD. Thankfully, the layers were very clean, so like separating them only took me a couple minutes. Thanks again, Lilac. Okay. Now I just wait for this export to finish. It's taking quite a while. I guess so. Aki is huge. She's so many megabytes. You need lots of data to store this much cuteness. Okay. And CSPP is frozen. That's not good. I don't know if it actually updated the file or not before it froze. It might even be corrupted now. Let's go look. Aki. PSD file. When were you last updated? You were last updated on the 4th. Okay, cool. PSD unfroze. It unfroze. Yay. I don't know why it's so slow today. But let's go back over to Live2D. Okay. So, by the way, you might be wondering like what all of these like weird hair swigs are for. I don't know if you were around last time to see that. Okay. Let's go ahead and reset to perfect neutral. And let's open the new PSD. Let's see. Restrict base.psd. Wow, I'm struggling. My computer seems to be very sluggish lately. Okay, there. And then we can do... we can just replace that one. That might be the wrong thing. I might have goofed. I might have needed to replace like just my base. Oh yeah, I goofed. Let's undo that. Okay. というわけで ornament. Thank yous, Poppy. Good to see you. I am fixing a derp. I did a big derp. I don't know if you were here to see the end of last stream, but I can show you the physics that I rigged up back then if you want. I haven't finished like rigging, like adding the new physics, but some pretty interesting stuff. Thank yous. Appreciate your efforts. I can't wait to get all of like the new emotes. They look like they're gonna be like the most adorable, cute thing ever. I might be in like a bad situation where it's like, wait, this looks good. This looks good. Okay, cool. Cool. This works. Okay. This is exactly what I wanted to happen. So now I just gotta find where the lock shadows are. I think they're down here. Where are they over here? They're down here. Okay. I'm gonna grab both of these. Drag them all the way down. And drop them right where the lock shadows were. Delete that. And then lock shadows XY. They can go there. And then now, what I can do now that I've split them like that is I can go here. Auto heavy mesh deformation with this. Do the same thing on the other lock. And now go over to the left. Hello, hello. Hi. Oh, I will update the bot to mention that you do those. The daily questions are great, by the way, Salad. They're like such a good idea. Chipapa, 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 chipapa. Okay, found you. This might have actually ended up saving me effort. Because now if I rig the like frontal locks, I can rig their shadows so that they'll like be right behind them. So let's see if I did this right. With like the new movements. Cool. Isn't that cool? This actually ended up saving me effort now, too. I'm happy with this. Alright. Let's do X2 on this. Warp Deformer. R lock X2. Similarly, we're going to create a 3 keyframes on this. Gonna tweak this a bit. Temporary path deformation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, whoops, the like reload is in the way. Let's get rid of that, shall we? And then we're gonna tweak this up a bit. A little bit higher. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. And then similarly, I'm just going to reflect motion for this one. Reflecting X2 horizontally. This one I don't actually like, the reflect. I'm going to redo this one manually. Oh, it's super laggy, you know? Okay, let's go. Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's undo. I'm gonna put that second dot a little bit further up. But I think it needs to actually be over here to make the curve nice. And there's something weird going on with the mesh there. Dance time! Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. OK です。じゃあこれこれちょっとね just standard deformation on this and then redo heavy. Hide it. Okay, good. I was a little unhappy because I noticed that the mesh like cut off the little clip at the edge of her hair, so I had to manage fixes that. The fox in the box freeze her mind at night. Yes. When I climb into Hi Indra. When I free my mind at night, I go to Head Pat Haven. I dream of Head Pat Haven. And it's just like, yeah. This is the life. As I'm being given head pats. It's great. Don't get too jelly. I like how I specifically picked Yoshi. And like half of this is like Zelda.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's a little sad for the Yoshi.
Yeah, it's like alternating, like every other song is Yoshi. Okay, so now I think we're done with that one. We're gonna make one more warp deformer. Call this Arlock X3. This is so much work for... Oh, no. I did a derp. It has to control both of these. Arlock X3. Do 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 do. Doopy doopy doo. Chee pa 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 pa. I wonder if I should just move, like... Do I even need these anymore? That's the hard part. Like, I kind of worked hard drawing them, but, like, they also, like, don't necessarily work as well as the shadows that I have now. Those might actually end up getting removed. Huh. So be it. Okay. Yeah, they're not even turned on right now. I might actually just upgrade the naming. But actually, I've rigged these now. Anyway, on to X3. So the next question might be like, what are all of these for? Did I know that Vaporeon is very squishy and huggable? Yes. I like to think about head patting Vaporeon all the time. Sometimes I think of like a Gardevoir holding a Vaporeon and like patting it like a cat. And I think that that's a very cute mental image. Very wholesome. And then I think of a Blaziken, like next to the Gardevoir, holding a Flareon. Is that not adorable?
It is. I really like Vaporeon.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, like, I'm gonna kind of flex this. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Do it again. Other side. Oh, those two. Wait, I did something bad. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, it's too close. 6. Still too close. Like that. Okay. Oh, shoot. I didn't slide the keyform far enough. I undid too far. There. Gotta make sure we're on the right keyframe. Okay, I think we're good here. Okay, now same thing over here. Ara. 悪い顔ですよね。こういうことならばこっち。This is too close. It deformed it. Further down out here. Yeah, there we go. I think this one I actually did do reflect motion. Let me try reflecting the motion just for X1 and seeing what that looks like. Her flower ornament needs to be behind her locks, I think. In that case, let's just move it down right here. I think the shadow should be let's undo that last move. I think this is okay. Either that or I rig it so that it doesn't cross in front. I don't really like the reflected motion. Okay, I'll redo it manually. But I will still do the whole moving her flower ornament. Let's just redo that. Compress this. Move the flower ornament underneath her hair. Cool. Re-expand here. Make sure that we are on the right keyframe. And let's go. Let's go. Something like this. Windswept Aki. I think that's good enough for now. Similarly, control both. New warp deformer. Lock X2. Aki is going to make my computer lag so hard when I run her. I hope it'll be okay. X2, 2 points up here. My hair seems okay. The original artist was Yabby. So after Yabby drew everything, I had to, but Yabby drew it like drew Aki very flat. So I spent a lot, and I mean a lot of time in painting, cutting, and like really doing everything. Redrawing large areas that like didn't exist. So I would say the two areas that took the most effort were probably her eyes and probably her neck. Actually, no, her back hair took a lot of effort too. And cutting her arms took forever because, as you can see, she has really nice sleeves. They're cut in a way that like I can't really rig them right now, but that's okay. There's also an issue with Aki version 0.3 right now, where like if you look at her, she has like little black lines across her shoulders and like the top of her breast area where like you can see where I cut things. Those are no longer present in this version. And then a lot of issues happened with a lot of art layer issues that I like kind of messed up or like didn't really have enough art knowledge to do properly. That would have kind of worked, but it wouldn't have looked nearly as good. So a friend of mine named Lilac Blooms, she's also a streamer. Let me give her a shout out. She streams Mabinogi a lot. That's Poi speaking. And then Poi is also another streamer. So she helped me a lot with art layer issues. I would say the one thing I haven't had anyone else like help me at all with would be most of the cutting. Though Lilac's cleaned up a lot of my cuts, but like the actual act of cutting. Lilac cleaned up a lot of my cuts in the latest version. And then no one has helped me with rigging. Let me rephrase that. People have given me a lot of advice, but no one has actually like taken Aki's CMO3 file and like done work on her. I hope I answered your question in the process of that. I might have ranted a little bit off topic. But like there are a lot of, well, like really did help a lot. Okay, so now we just need one more lock. X3. Keyframes on X3 to the far right. And temp path deform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks a little off. I think this dot up here is a little too far. And then anchor it like that, maybe. And then curve it a bit better. Kind of like that, I think. The ball of magic? What's the ball of magic? Does it tell you where to find gyoza? Does it tell you where to find inari sushi? Does it give you hints to treats? Does it grant your every wish? Don't leave us in suspense now. Okay, I think this will be okay for now. Did I rig this one better? I think I might have rigged that one better. Okay, so with this done, let's reset to neutral. I like to believe I'm smart, but let's see. Let's go in physics and see if I was actually smart or not. Oh wait, I don't think I added the output for it. Oh no, I did. Right. I think that came out pretty nicely. Floofy ears.
It's very cute. I love it.
Thank you. Thank yous. Hello, Critical. How are you today? Let's see. Yeah, I think working the shadows together with the locks helps a lot to keep it over-ranking cooking. OP, OP. Okay, so let's save our work. Yes. Thick. Losing the weight in the hot springs. Thank you, Sfoley. I am making progress. I am just very, very tired, but I had some good food today, so that helped drive away some of the exhaustion. That, and I feel like happy that I'm making progress. The most training thing is when I'm like trying to figure out something and I can't get it to work no matter what. That starts being very discouraging. But I think so far I've been okay. Okay, so I think I'm trying to think if I like hold on, I'll just ask all of you. Let me go back into physics. So, question for you. Does Aki's back hair look weird? Like, do you think her back hair needs to move more? When she turns like that? I know the shadows on her face aren't moving, but that's just because I haven't rigged those yet. I wanted to get everything else looking right before I rig the shadows to trace that. I think it's probably fine for now. I can always come back and re-rig that later if need be. But wanted to see what other people thought as well. Okay. Let's see. So with that, what else do I need to do on angle X this side? Oh wait, this is the wrong parameter. Whoops. Let's just zero that back out. Everything here is normal. Everything here is normal. I haven't rigged up the reactive ears to her brows yet, though. Mouth is fine. Hair looks fine. Okay. I think that's everything for angle X for Aki looking to the right. Actually, no, wait, there's one more thing. Okay, thank you. Oh, wait, sorry. Let me get rid of the gigantic icon. Okay, so with that done, there is one more thing I think I want to do, and that is her ornament. So you can tell her ornament currently doesn't have rigging. I think I actually forgot to rig it on angle X too. Yeah, I did. Okay. So there's a simple way to fix this. So what we do is make sure everything is true neutral. Looks like everything's true neutral. Okay. We go to ornament tassel and ornament base. I'm gonna give this the base doesn't need much deformation. So I'm just going to give it a standard mesh because even little deformation adds more than I need. Like the base shouldn't be deforming all that much. Well, I'll give it little just for like turning. However, the tassel, that one actually needs a heavy deformation mesh because that one's going to be swinging around and doing all sorts of cool things. So now that I've put the meshes on those things, we need to look at it and make sure that like no pieces got clipped off. This looks fine to me. So with that, now we go back over here, grab these two, and I want to put them in the same movement as this left central hairpiece because her hair clip is kind of attached to that. And that would be left central XY. So I'm actually gonna see, let's close this, expand that, expand that. I do have the right hairpiece. I'm gonna see what happens if I put both of them in here. As you can see, it kind of deforms her hairpiece in a really weird way. That doesn't look quite right. But it's also inheriting everything else. What if I move it up a little bit? Is it still the same issue? Yes, yes it is. Okay. So what I think this means is, unfortunately, I think if we want to do this properly, I'm going to have to rig these independently. However, what I can do, I think to make this a little bit better, is grab them again and put them under the all hair XY, not the specific hair piece. And now we can test that motion. That looks better, but it's not fading like it should, so we're gonna do some more deformations on that. I'll unhide this. We're gonna go ahead and give these two their own warp deformer. And this will be ornament XY. We're going to reset this to true neutral. And then give it angle X keyframes. So it's going to move over here. And then I want to use temporary deformation here again. And let's do a perspective distortion. I want to shrink this a bit.
And remember,
hello, Lilac!
hydrate or die.
Something like that. Can pull this in a bit. Hello, thank you very much for coming by. Hold on, let me hydrate. Say no. Boy, I wasn't expecting you. I wasn't expecting you to throw things at me. I was in the middle of drinking. I can't scroll down right now while I'm doing temporary deformation. I think that's probably okay. And then... I always get caught off guard by that. I'm like, thinking everything's okay, and then wham, I get hit in the face by a bunch of things. Hey, a big heart! Yay! I don't know if you can hear, but there's a little Easter egg thrown in that when you throw a giant heart and it bounces off of me, a very, very faint cheepa goes off in the background. Did you hear it? It's very faint, but it's there. Shasha? I should reduce the points on that one. I like how you're just like having fun going through all the things. There are a lot of things I want to add and or take away. Oh, that's a big book. Ow. The book hurt. Good.
Emotional damage.
No, everyone's throwing things at me. Why? Hello, Rich. I'm being bullied.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Boink. Boink. Whoa. This one is falling slowly. Whoa. I'm having fun. How are you today, everyone? And how are you, Lilac? Let's see. I think this is fun. Now the question is, do I want to make a new parameter for this, or do I want to potentially rig this on hair X1? I can probably rig this on hair X1, actually. Let's go ahead and add the keyframes. I might actually need to re-rig the entire thing for each of these. Her ornament's gonna be kind of a pain. Okay. So let's do this. Let's look at... Oh, that was the wrong thing. Oops. I want to add keyframes here for you. Let's move you up a bit. Oh no, I'm trying to actually move you. Let's move this up a little bit. I'm glad to hear that you're doing much better, Lilac. Welcome back. You were greatly missed. Okay. And then I'm gonna want to put another warp deformer. What about a rotation deformer, actually? Ornament.
No.
Cool, like this. And then... Okay. Let's set this like that. Set the triple keyframe. Move that. And then... Oh wait, no. I wanted to... undo it. I want to make this smaller. That's not what I'm trying to do. Quick question, Lilac, are you still here? That's the shadow from her hair. I just haven't rigged it to follow this outer hair yet. I'm gonna fix that in a bit. I wanted to fix her ornament first. Blech. I don't think rotation is the right way. I'll just rig this, actually. I'll use a warp deformer and then just rig it manually. Ornament X1 sway. Same thing. This is very long but not very wide, so I can reduce the conversion divisions to 3, increase the max divisions to 10, and then number of Bezier divisions, we can increase that to 8. That looks better. And then I'll do X1 sway on this to match the rest of the hair. 3 deformers on that. And then same thing. We'll do rotation deformers out here. Kind of curve them through it. And actually for X1, for this one, I think I actually want the first, we'll start way, what the, that was weird. Wait. Undo. I think I undid too far. Let's get out of the temporary deform. Redo. Okay. Okay, so undo that. Undo. No, redo. Okay, I see where it went astray. Okay, let's set this back to neutral. It lags a bit, so sometimes stuff like this happens where I lose a bunch of work at the same time. But I've gotten better at dealing with this. And then I'll go ahead, take this swing. Temporary path of formation, let's do 1, 2, 3, and then 4 down here. I can swing this over here. And then of course we've gotta move. Ornament X needs to move up a bit for her hair being in the breeze like this. Also maybe a little bit smaller. Wait, no, not smaller. I think it just needs a perspective distortion. I am having a bunch of new PNG emotes commissioned so that she won't be like going from chill to like yay. I mean, I tend to go from like chill to yay pretty quickly. So it's not that it's unfitting, but I like to have like I'm gonna have like a newer idol animation that's just like a little more happier and cuter. Please look forward to it. Oh, I see. Let's actually undo that. This actually has quite a bit of motion it needs to go through. Technically, I guess this can go under there. I think this is fine. Okay. So we want to move this over here. And then perspective distort it. This is hard because I think like it should actually like more than that should happen to it. But I'm also not quite experienced enough yet to figure out how to do that properly, which is sad. Like this. I'm curious. Let's just try that out real quick. Physics time! Oh, Lilac, are you still there? Physics, why are you doing this to me now? Let's fix that. There we go. Okay, it needs more sway. Okay, cool. So in that case, what I'm gonna do is do exactly what I was doing before, but this one is gonna be Tassel X2. I might want to rig it. I feel weird rigging it alongside with the hair parameters, but at the same time it makes more sense. Like, I might want to piggyback on that. Okay. Let's go ahead and add 3 keyframes to that. That's X3 level rigging. I think for this one, we're gonna wanna put this out here and then put the next one down here. And then make it really bendy. Yeah, like this. Let's try reflecting that motion. Make it bend the other direction for me. Nice. Okay, cool. I can actually get away with reflecting motion there. And then, same thing, we're gonna give it a Tassel X3. Go down here, triple warp deformers, let's go. Keyframe 30. Really gonna flex the tip here. And then reflect motion again, see what it looks like. That might be okay. Let's go back into physics and check now that I've made it more bendy. Indra, it won't be for a while. The way that Sneaky works is they do all of the line art first for all their emotes, and then they go in the order. And Knife is kind of high on the priority list, but I wanted the like neutral emote first. Also, Sneaky is wonderful, and I'm getting open and closed mouth emotes for all of them, so PNG tipping will be a lot more expressive in the chances when I have to use it. And there's just going to be a bunch more emotes floating around. I kind of want to, like, create a new parameter. Can I move just this? No. Don't select everything. I just want to see this one. If I can't change it, NBD. But I want to see if this will actually work. For this particular... Cool. It does work. Okay. So I can move these. into their own things. I want to make these their own parameters because then I can make them like sway a lot more. Let's replicate this parameter. Edit the parameter. It'll be tassel x2. We can just call this tassel x2. Move it up above x3. And then for tassel x2, we're just gonna go ahead. Oh, I accidentally keep doing that. Let's not do that. And click here, drop down, change. We're gonna move this parameter onto tassel x2. And now the tassel can flex by itself. And the reason I'm doing this is because I noticed in the physics that like it kind of bounces back a little too quickly. I don't know why the physics likes doing this sometimes. I'll fix it. But it likes bouncing around a lot. So when that happens, I figure a way to fix that is to... Oh no, add. A way to fix that is to actually go ahead and create a different physics group, and I can tweak the input and outputs for the thingy separately. So I'm actually going to do that. We're going to do hair ornament X. Hi Ronnie, thank you for the stretch. Oh no, I didn't expect you to come in. You came in like buried me. Thank you so much. Ah, what a lovely way to call. Thank you very much for the stretch. I've been working quite hard on Aki. So, thank you. I'm gonna do a new input settings. What I want to do is I want to use angle X as the input still. Still gonna use 100%. Angle goes from minimum -30 to maximum of 30. So just correct that. Effectiveness will be 100. That's the input. I want to create a pendulum for this. I'm gonna make a preset for this. Let's see. I think I want the pendulum to be longer. Let's say 20. For the shaking, let's see. I just want to see angle X move for a sec. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like the way that this pendulum behaves. I might want to make it 22 instead of 20, just to make it shake a little bit longer. And my output parameters are going to be tassel x2 and x3. Ronnie, I've been rigging a bunch lately. And I think I got better. Okay, let's increase the output on this. See how like her tassel now swings a lot more? Like even if I like look over here, it's like taking a while to come to a stop. That was what I was trying to separate the parameters for. It actually worked! I'm excited. Like, it's so nice that like I'm actually able to figure things out now and like quickly fix problems. I think this is good for now. I made the pendulum a lot longer so that it would like sway a lot more. Now the question is, do I want like... I think that's fine. I was wondering if I wanted to set two different pendulums, one for X2 and one for X3. Okay, no, I think this will be fine for now. Cool. Okay. So let's save our work. So now the scary part, I don't know how to like get X reflection to work properly. I tried it last time and it like backfired horribly, so I'm wondering if I like have to just do it one by one instead of like reflecting everything. Let's go back to main movement inputs. Okay. Well, actually no, we're not quite done yet. This is fine still. But object under cursor. I think there's side hair shadows. No. What is the shadow? Is it dark hair and light hair shadows? Yeah, I know I glued the dark and light hair shadows together. And then main hair shadows XY. I think I'm gonna need to rig them. Yeah, I need to rig them for this as well. Okay. So let's go ahead and give these. Let me make sure I'm at perfect neutral. I am. Let's go ahead and give these X1 parameters. Swing these out here. And I'm gonna want to give both of these a new main MH shadow X1 parameter, warp deformer rather. Conversion divisions, let's go 7x7. Bezier divisions, we can also do 4x4. I'm kind of just getting a better feel for this as I go. And this is the one I want to put the X1 keyframes on. So we're gonna go ahead and switch over here. And then temp path deformer. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I expected at all. Okay. So in that... Oh, wait, no, not that far back. Stupid lag. Okay. This is tricky. Oof. Okay. So I'm gonna need to pull all of these parameters like I see. Alright, so instead of doing this one by one, let's undo several. Get it back to neutral state. Let's use this brush. B-drag. Make the brush bigger. Pull this entire side out. Pull this part out. And then go back to individual points and let's just fix this. Can push this in, push this in, curve this out, pull this a bit. This also means that the side shadows being different like that, being all one layer is kind of problematic. I wonder if I'm just doing it wrong and there's like a different way that I could do this a little bit better that keeps them as like one layer. I'm not seeing it at the moment in time, so I'm gonna go look at shadows. I'm gonna solo look at the layer for this. Oh wait. Let's solo that layer. They're connected. Which makes sense, but I think I'm gonna have to work on like some of the like I glued them together just because I knew like I would need both of the shadows to move together, so that's fine. But I'm like, I might just have to work on this one manually. Let's figure this out. Let's unhide this. And then pull this down a bit. Push that in. Pull this down. Pull this in. Wait a second. Oh yeah, it should still be centered on the same place. And then pull this in a bit. Maybe? Probably shouldn't touch the top all that much. And this part still has to be pulled out somewhere. Tricky, very tricky. Them being connected here makes this a little... Let's push this back a bit. Let's do solo. Wait! Hi, Peru. How are you? I see you're having fun. Helping me with objects. How are you today? Hello. It's going alright. I'm making a lot of progress on rigging, which is good. Glad to hear that you've got off work and you're doing well. I'm like kind of working out still how to like figure out a couple of things, but I think it's coming along. I did more rigging from last time on like things. Now I'm just trying to get her shadows to work, which is a trip and a half. Like as you can see, I'm trying to like some of like the shadow lines don't exactly match up because of like interesting characteristics. Thank yous for the bonk of encouragement. If I ever do a D&D campaign, I'm making that an item in the campaign. A bonk of encouragement.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
I feel like this might be okay, actually. And let's re-rig it manually over here. Oh, let me do a different lo-fi. There. Did I do the wrong one? Nope, this is it. Oh wait, no, this was the one I did at first. I wanna do this one. Okay. Okay. So here I'm gonna pull the shadows out a bit. This is actually really like tricky. Leave the shadows at the top as they are, but I want to pull these corner areas out. Slide this over a bit. And then in the middle, this bit we want to pull down. This part needs to get pulled down too. And then we're gonna stretch these. I'm curious actually. Can I actually neutralize most of what I just did? I'm curious. I'm gonna try something. 全部を元に戻ります。そしてこれにとった Can Iこれをやってみます。And then nope, that won't work. Okay, let's undo that. I've got to manually do it. Oh, this is odd. Yeah, like that. And then this. I wonder if this will work. I don't think it will, but worth a shot. It's frozen. Okay. Can we... Oh, that's no good. What if I do right through the middle? This doesn't... I don't think this will work just because I rigged each piece individually. So I don't think this will actually work, but I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I thought so. What if, however, I do a temporary deformation, just treating the main part of the shadow like that, and then I twist just this part, and then I manually fix the other pieces like this. Can I like repair the rest of it? Or is it just gonna be so horribly mangled that it's like not repairable on the edges? Cause like the mesh for this looks like an awful like Frankenstein nightmare thing. Like it's great in the middle, like right here. But like the edges now are just like horrible. Like what have you done? Prepare to receive judgment for your sins. Levels of like distorted. Maybe if I pull these out a bit more. I'm not sure if it's worth like continuing on this path, even though like I finally got the rotation I wanted. Or if I should instead mesh it up and then just try to do the rotation afterward. Let's actually not leave it like that. Because the problem is that like even if I do get it fixed, like the mesh, the underlying mesh, you can see is like so deformed that this is probably going to look horribly weird in motion. So I don't think it's worth trying to like get that to work. It would work if these shadows were 3 different layers. That might end up being something I need to do later. For now, though, let's try a different form of temporary deform. Let's do a perspective transform. Let's see if that works. Because what I want to do is... I want to like fold it back on this plane and then move this entire plane forward. No, that didn't actually work as I hoped it would. I wanted to kind of like fold it backwards into a different plane to like get it to line up properly. because everything else I've done has been with path deformers. So getting this to work with just like flat deformation is a little difficult now. So let's get this back. Let's try actually just manually doing it and seeing how that works. And what I want to do first is pull this edge out. Push this in. Like that. I don't want to do anything above the midway point because then that'll start messing up the roots of the shadow. And that's something that doesn't need to happen. So we'll sway this across. And then this point can move over. In fact, most of these points can move over. But they also need to move up. So let's push in from this corner. And then extend this middle bit. Let's add more Bezier divisions. Let's go up to 7 by 7 on the Beziers as well. Because I want to keep this area mostly like pulled out. And this part pushed in a bit. Because I think doing it like this will give me that kind of like angle that I'm looking for. But I've got to like pull it out some more. And then push this in. Push this left. Okay. It's not perfect at all, but it's starting to look at least a little better. Let's see. And then for this area, the shadow. I want it to be just a little bit higher. Can pull this part up. And then pull this part up. That might work. Let's try it. I legitimately don't know about that one though. Okay. Okay, in the X direction, this actually looks really good for this side. What about for that side? This isn't bad. It's janky as heck, but somehow it works. It's okay. It just works. Teen trademark. It just works. Trademark. Okay. Let's save our work. I would never be able to replicate that again. Lord knows. That was... Oh wow, thank you so much, Anon. Why do you be Anon? You should say who you are so I can give you thank yous and proper appreciation. And like, maybe even like, I have a feeling I know who it is, but still. Thank you, that is too kind of you. You are very, very supportive and I am truly thankful for you. Thank you. Bestest. Thank yous. Okay. That done. I'm getting distracted by just making like noises. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else I need to do on here on angle X right now. Okay, I think we're actually at the point where we can start doing reflection, and then that will be okay. So here's the hard part now, though. So main movement inputs, angle X. I need to go over here. And then I'm going to do this piece by piece. So hair XY doesn't move at all on the X side. So what I want to do is go here and reflect the motion horizontally. Let's see if this works. Okay, for the most part, yes. Okay. Okay. Now, for every individual hairpiece, I have to reflect the motion over. I'm gonna do this piece by piece because I did it in... Wait. Parent deformer with common parameters is not selected. Because reflect is not deformed on the parent, child objects affected by the parent may have a different motion than expected. Do this with undo if needed. Okay. So I reflected all hair XY first. So like, I'll show you what happened the last time I did this and why I don't want to do it. Like, just like you can do select to get all parameter pieces and then do the reflect motion that way. And as you see, it'll like grab everything and be like, are you sure you want to do it like this? So I said, sure, right? And it's like, okay, cool. You would think that everything would work, right? But then when I did it, it was like, prepare for trouble and make it double. Distortion of all. This looks like a predator, alien, horrible, like, what happened? And that, dear friends, is why I didn't want to do a bulk select and reflect. As you can see, that's quite a bit of nightmare fuel. Okay. So I'm just gonna try these 3. Well, these 4. Actually, these 6. These are all of my hair XY movements. And the shadows to go with them. The shadows don't actually have an angle X, I think. Let's deselect that. Left lock doesn't have angle X. Okay. So I'm just going to grab these 5. These are the only 5 that also have it. So I'm getting a warning about like, hey, your child objects might not like what you're doing. So just with these pieces, like her eyes aren't gonna move, but see how like because the child's aren't done the same, like it kind of goes horribly wrong. So I'm just gonna quickly do like, I'm just gonna go to like the top level parameters and try those and seeing if that like fixes things. So that didn't work. So let's go to her mouth angle XY. And let's reflect this motion for this parameter, this one parameter. Cool. Let's go over to her eyes. Her eye angle XY. Let's try reflecting just eyes angle XY. Same thing for her eyebrows. Let's try just reflecting each parameter one at a time without affecting its children and seeing if that helps at all. Okay, so this will do weird things. I think this one has to be whole nose. Reflect motion. Okay. So angle XY here. Parent deformer with comment parameters. Okay. Is it her? Oh, it's this one. Or am I gonna get horrible? That's not as terrible as it was. It's still not good, but... I'm just gonna see like if I can at least get some reference points by doing the reflected motion that I can use to potentially fix this. So her nose isn't moving. That's a good thing to note. Parent deformer with common parameters is not selected. So do I have to like grab all 3 of these and reflect the motion at once? Oh, I do. Does that fix it looking like not actually reflecting with her nose? Yes, yes it does. Okay. So, we've learned a couple of things. I think I saved before I did all of this. Just... I think I did. Okay. So, I've seen her eyebrows are kind of weird. Oh yeah. And her back hair reflection does not work, like, at all. That part not working at all is actually kind of weird. Like, I expected the reflection on that to work. So my question is, why if I just reflect this across, why does this look like horribly weird? Wait, no, now it looks fine. It's the fact that her eyes aren't reflected properly. Her nose doesn't seem like it's either. And of course her ears aren't moving, so. This is always the hard part. Like, if you can, like well, this is supposed to be the easy part for angle X. Obviously, things have gone horribly wrong somewhere. Does this one have it? Does this one have it? No. Theoretically, I should be able to reflect her ears too. But I did like a lot of perspective and transformation things that I'm not expecting that I expect will not carry forward properly. Okay, so for some reason, this one looks like it didn't reflect at all. Cool. Interesting. Click. So, it looks like, unfortunately for me, I'm basically gonna have to re-rig everything. That's very, very unfortunate. Well, this eye might be okay. This eye, definitely not, though. I'm trying to look at, like, with it fully inverted piece by piece, what pieces of this are salvageable. Her ear might be salvageable. With, like, a rotation deformer and a couple of other fixes. Like, I would put it up here and then rotate it. So, like, her ear is probably salvageable. Left ear is probably okay. Her hair needs, like, a whole, like, each individual hair piece feels like it needs a perspective transform. Because you can see, like, I actually worked each piece. But for some reason, reflecting each individual piece isn't, like, reflecting properly. So, like, the option there is, like, what if I grab both of these at the same time? Okay, so it stops complaining about that. So what if I do it with just these 5 again? And just do reflect motion on those 5. I have a feeling I tried that earlier and it, like, broke horribly, but... yeah, that was what broke her hair really, really badly. Okay. Let's undo that then. You would think that, like, I would be able to just reflect across X easily, right? But I guess not. Okay. So, as much as I would like things to be symmetric, I am going to create a reference for this. So, in the event that you happen to find yourself in the same situation that I'm in, let's see. Did I reflect her? Wait, does her actual... have I reflected her facial movement at all? Has her head even been reflected across X yet? Because if not, that would make a lot of sense. Where is her head deformation? because these are all hair deformers. So let's collapse her hair. Let's collapse her mouth. Collapse her eyes. Okay, face. Before I do anything, I'm just gonna reflect her face's horizontal motion. Okay. So next, I will show you how to make references. Because I thought I was gonna be able to reflect, I didn't actually make one. Oh, right, let me delete these. Cool. Okay. So, we're gonna have to go back to the art layer. Thankfully, this doesn't take very long. And it's useful to know if you're ever gonna work on your own. So, I made a bunch of these. I need to move my PNG tuber. Well, actually, no, I don't necessarily. So I made a bunch of reference heads that are like... Let's turn on reference heads. That are like 3D models that very closely overlap Aki's features. The way that you can make these, you need Live2D at least version 2.0. Sorry, CSPP version 2.0. And you can go under the material tab, go under body type, all materials, 3D, head. Pick whatever head here closely matches your character's default, and then customize it further so that it like more closely matches your character's facial structure. As you can see, I already did this for Aki, so I'm not gonna like go through the process of redoing it, but as you can see, this is like the one that I have for going right. You can click on these. Hold on. Where is the... Why is it not letting me? Let's hide the straight one. Alright, so I'm gonna make a copy of this. And name the reference, name the copy reference left. And then as you can see, you can select the model and you can get a bunch of different options. So I'm gonna click on this gear here, and this will give you all of these parameters that let you edit your model. Under head model, you can kind of pick different bases to mix them if you want. But what I like to do is use facial features because you can specifically pick elements that more closely match your character here. In this case, I've already gone through matching the high, sight rotation, all of these, and you can click these little parameters to... Shoot, you can't see this. I'm sorry. Let me do this for you. There. Now you should be able to see them. I'm sorry. You can see there's like a big 3D model here, and you can customize each element like this differently. So I use these to kind of like closely match Aki. She doesn't have side ears like a human does, so I just made the ears as small as I could. Without it like doing weird things to the facial structure. So that said, what you're going to want to do is this little area over here is direction. So you can see this angle. I'm just going to set this to negative. And that's my reference head to the left. So what I'm gonna do as well is go I made these earlier in the stream. Oh, you can't see because my head's in the way. Let's undo that. Okay, let's quickly do that. Okay. It's kind of weird that you still see the head there. You shouldn't be able to. That is so weird. Where are you even seeing it? Like, to me on stream, I can see, like, the floaty head. That is so weird. Is this actually frozen? Whoa. That's weird. Okay, I'll just do this instead. Okay. So I'm just going through and trying to make all of the things that I changed, like art layers that I deleted, things like that. I want them to match up over here. I'm trying to remember where those things would be. I don't think they actually exist in this version. They might have been deleted, actually. If so, cool. Don't have to worry about it. Okay, so now that I've made another reference, I really should just go ask and see, like, if any of my streamer friends have dealt with this before. Because I would rather not have to, like, re-rig moving all of the pieces over. I don't have to re-rig, like, the wiggling of her hair and stuff, because that's fine as is. But still, I am gonna actually ask while I'm doing this. Give me just a sec. Okay, let's see. I'm bonking myself for being bad. Okay, we can go ahead and save this. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Hip Shop is such a good... It feels like such a good theme that's like wasted on the character belongs to. And it's... I feel sad that it's only used in one shop. Hip Shop is such a good thingy. Anyway, let's go ahead and export this again. Oh, actually, I should leave that booted so I can be in extreme performance. And with that having been fixed, I think I'm gonna go ahead and switch on back to CSPP. I mean Live2D. Akitsune, Akitsune. Wait, okay. So, on the bright side, I don't have to do the hair, like X1, X2, all of that. I don't have to redo that, thankfully. But it does look like I might have to re-rig at least the placement for everything. Quite unfortunate. Okay, let us see. I'm not exactly sure. I believe my export should have finished by now, yeah? Okay, cool. Let's import the new file. And that should give us the new reference head that I needed. And I'll show you what I do with the reference heads to actually rig. I did it, I think, last stream as well with like the X head, but it's a little easier to see if I the only new thing should be reference head. Yeah, reference left. Cool. I can just drag this, drop it in here, and then delete the new file. This goes in the reference heads folder. So I'm gonna turn it on. You can kind of see if I wanted to, I can turn the opacity up a little bit. Oh, what happened? What's your luck? So you can kind of see like where her eyes need to be, where her head should be, a couple of other things. When angle X is engaged. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm on that. And I'm gonna do her head angle XY first. Also, this definitely needs more bezier divisions. And I also want to do smooth all instead of just retain control structure. I don't know why it's set to 2x5. Definitely should be at least 5x5. Cool. And then push this like this. This is good. And then let's pull this in a little bit. Make sure that I hit smooth all. Okay. Okay, so In that case, we need to now do each piece individually so that it lines up with like the new placement. So as you can see, I'm gonna decrease the opacity on the head a little bit to make it easier to see what I want to line up. Let's see. Let's go back to like 60% opacity. Okay. So here. One issue is that Aki isn't like perfectly symmetrical, so I'm gonna actually want a little bit more opacity on the head to make sure I'm doing this right. Let's do 80. Okay. So here, pull this up a bit. You can kind of see like I'm just kind of fitting the eye to the curve, yeah? And then over here, oh.
Are you still there?
Yes, I am here. Hello.
Your mic was just really quiet.
Yeah, I was concentrating. I was going.
Makes sense.
I have a feeling if I turn the thingy off, it's gonna look like her. That is definitely not the way.
Did we ever find out what pop we got lucky with?
No, I'm still waiting. I still want to know too. Mm. Mm. Okay, that's mostly clear. Okay. don't think I need to do anything else to the angle. Let's kind of get the simpler pieces in place first. And then I'll do her eyes, and then I'll do her hair. So right now, I'm gonna do her nose. And then I'm gonna do her mouth as well. Nose. This is her head. What about her mouth though? I know it has its own layer. Oh, it was way up here. This is kind of creepy in a way, isn't it? Okay. Let's see. Oh wait, I don't want to do anything to that. Oh. Let's make the reference head a little more opaque. This still looks odd. I see why. It's because her eye looks squished relative to what I was expecting it to be. I see you're enjoying throwing everything. I really should make a bulk throw for you. You enjoy throwing all of the objects. have a bunch of random objects that are mixed in with like throwing things that like most people don't see it. Okay. Still though, looking at her and then like turning the head off is just kind of hilarious for a sec. Like, I know what's wrong. I'm just trying to figure out how to fix it. It's like her eye's in the right position, but it's like stretched out in like this really weird way. Aki's like, why am I here just to suffer? Why was I given life just to suffer? But I think the issue is her iris is where it needs to be. Her right eye needs to be like her iris needs to be smaller. Like her sclera needs to be bigger, but like her iris needs to be smaller, if that makes sense. Okay, good. I did add an angle X to make this a thing. Wait, can I just do a temporary deform to do a shrink? Yes, yes I can. Cool beans. That's a little too small, I think. Right about there. Okay. And let's look at her. Right. This part can come in a bit. This part can pull up and out. This part can get pushed up. This part can push up. This part can push up. And then this part can pull out a bit. I like see horrible things happening to her eyelashes, but like I can't tell because opacity too thick. Yeah, I was right. Horrible things are happening to her eyelash. I think this eye looks really good though. This one, this is more of a nightmare. This is more nightmare fuel. How do I fix this?
Emotional damage.
It really is emotional damage. I'm like... Okay, let me turn off the model for a bit. Let me fix her eye without... Oh my. That is terrifying. Okay. So... Hmm. I'm gonna try to renormalize the thing underneath. I feel like this part doesn't... Mm. I'm cross-referencing her thingy. Let's turn the opacity back down to 70. Okay. Like I said, I think her left eye is good. Like, there's just... Okay. Let's only use her L eye for this. Okay. So the idea is maybe make the eye itself a little bit bigger. And then her actual eye might just need to be a bit smaller. Or maybe it should be off-centered a little bit. Just a little bit. Her nose and mouth being out of position make this, like, really awkward, but... Okay. Let's fix that. Her nose is in the right place, but her highlight is not. Let's try and then... Let's fix everything else around her eye and then come back to her eye. Okay. Yeah, like this. And then her nose is gonna wanna... I'm gonna make this bigger, make this longer, and then pull it out and in like that. Though it's hard to see even with 70, so let's turn this down to 40. That makes this a bit easier to see. And this highlight can slide down here. And similarly, pull this up and stretch it. Oh, that's a big nose now. Her nose can't stretch that big. Let's make it smaller. And I think this actually should get bigger. Oh wait, did I mess up my... I'm pretty sure I messed that up. Yeah, I did. Okay. Out here, this should be... There we go. Okay. Her nose doesn't need to be nearly that big. Can I actually just reflect the motion of her nose specifically? No? Figures. What about her whole nose, though? No? Okay. It moves up, which is awkward. It shouldn't move up. It should be still further down. Wait, did I mess up and move the nose or the... Just gotta make sure to move that. I don't think it needs to be this much bigger. I think it can be a little bit smaller. I was hoping to get the reflect done so that I could just move on to... Let's see. Angle Y? But I see now that that's not... Definitely not happening today. It shouldn't go down. That's... Just a little bit. And I think it's still a little too wide. Because, like, it's not wide to begin with. It's actually pretty small. And then over here, it's a little longer, but I think this can move up a bit, and this also can be smaller. And as for her mouth, I need to go back to art layer to fix this because her skin tone, like her upper lip skin, doesn't match the face color. It's mostly fine when it's straight, but I think it really should be like this kind of pink. It's more obvious when the angle is different. Okay. Okay. So about her ear. Let's do a temporary deformation rotation here. Something like this, and then we'll move this down a bit. I need to figure out where it should be, so it should stay like right on the cusp of that. So in that case, back a little bit, right here, and then we're gonna curve the bottom to kind of clip just as it. And then I'm gonna slot this in a bit. And her ears. There's like a seam that you can see because does her outer... Does Art and Mean actually have... Do her ear components have any clipping? I know Floof is clipped. I know Floof is clipped by the actual ear itself, but does the ear itself have clip? It would be an inverse clip, but it might be an inverse clip with the left outer. Let's try that. Let's do an inverted mask clip on... Which hairpiece is this? This should be right central? No, just right. Not right central. Right frontal? RFH hairpiece. RF hairpiece. Okay. So what if we clip this with an inverse right front hair piece? Oh, don't. Okay. That's probably not gonna work, but... The absolute rudeness? This is a problem. I can't clip the floof at the same time. Okay, let's just undo the clips. I just kind of wanted to experiment with it anyway. Wow, that seems a bit rude. If you've just started the match of whatever that is and they're just like, hello, here's a mimic. Hope you enjoy. Everyone enjoys mimic attacks, don't they? Especially first thing in the match when you don't have anything to defend yourself with. Except for a knife. I hope you're good enough to fight off mimics with just a knife, right? So you see like this line here? So this being present is likely the fault of the art layer. So I'm gonna quickly switch over here and turn her head. So, for her ears, let's turn her back hair off too. Well, I do kind of want her back hair on. I need contrast of some sort. I don't see any white lines. Is the white line on the hairpiece? No, it's very clearly on the hair. That is weird. Wait, no, it's not. It only shows up at certain points. Is this a precedence thing? That is so weird. Huh. Like you can see, all I have to do is like move it across. So it's not on the layer itself. You can see that now. Yeah, see, it's not on the layer itself. I went and checked the art layer and it's not on the art layer either. I did cut it better than that. But what is that line? I am legitimately unsure as to what the line is. Anyway, let's... I guess one thing we can do is... we're gonna add more Bezier divisions. That's a bit frustrating that I have to re-rig X as well. So, Rich, did the mimic kill you? Or are you able to rise above its challenge? But see, like, that is the weirdest thing. Like, this is very obvious. But... why? That is the weirdest thing. Is it part of the floof? No, because it's there without the floof. It, like, and you can see, like, there's a pattern to that, too. If I turn the entire ear off... it doesn't look like it's part of the hair, yeah? I have an idea. What if I clip this by the back hair? Inverse clip it with her back hair. I'm curious. It's still there. If I get rid of the clipping masks entirely, though. It's still there, but lesser. And it's not the ear fluff either. That is so weird. I am legitimately at a loss. I don't know what that is. And like, it's clearly part of the art mesh because if I like stretch it and move it around. What in the world? I don't know what that is.
What we call that is a derp.
It would be a derp if I knew how to fix it. Cause like... is it actually an art layer thing? It may actually be. It is an art layer thing. Okay, I found the problem. Cool. I can fix that off stream. Okay. Alright, I should fix this so that it's this and not that. And then I can brush across. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to finish the face today for sure. I got started on the second part of angle X, but I'll re-rig it anyway. There is something I wanted to do that I've been kind of holding out on for a while, which is... I want to add... I have a bunch of hair parameters, but I also want to put, like, accessory parameters. Okay, so I'm gonna, like you saw, I made her thingy
And
thingy.
remember, hydrate or die.
Thank you, Poppy. Couldn't have timed my ad break better myself. And I'm gonna stretch too. Oh my goodness. I definitely need more rigging streams. Like more frequently. We'll figure something out about that next week. I'm gonna add more to the stream schedule. Because I really want to push out Aki's next version pretty quickly. So I'm probably gonna try to stream more. And just sit down and get some work, like actual work done. I did a lot today though, but I also want to, before I forget, well actually her neck blossom tassel should be rigged to body X, not her hair X. I mean, I can still rig it though. I did. Thank yous. Thank you very much. I'm gonna change the prices on a lot of my redeems. I just need to remember to do that. I'll worry about it when I actually get to body X rigging. So for now, let me write notes down.